Welcome to another episode of Game Time. This week we are in Farmington at Navajo Prep with the girls basketball team and head coach Rainey Crisp. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for being here.
You guys are having another fantastic season. What do you like best about your team right now?
Oh my gosh, these girls. They definitely keep me on my toes, all of them. But you know, I'm very excited for this year. We never had this much talent on our team since our last state championship trophy. So
that says a lot.
It does. You know, we've come close. We had our great runs. But this year, they all have that unique thing that they bring to the team. I think that's gonna get us that run to the Blue Trophy.
So far on the schedule, you've played teams in bigger classifications like Gallup, Kirtland Central. How do those games get you ready for the postseason and a run for the Blue Trophy, like you mentioned?
You know, those teams, they're so competitive and they're very good. Playing against a bigger class definitely helps us for our good push in district. We have some great teams in district that have given us some really close games, such as Tohatchee and Thoreau, and so we're using those games and that experience to really push through district as well as getting us to state.
You mentioned district. You and Tohatchee are right there at the top of the polls week in and week out. How much of a challenge is that playing a team that's so strong within your district multiple times, 2, 3, sometimes 4 times in a year?
It's tough. In our district you can't underestimate anybody. And so playing against Tohatchee and what's so great about them is they have such fan support that their crowd gets loud, and it's hard to play in that gym. But these girls have really kept their focus, and pushed through those times that we struggle a little bit in those games. But just those games and those experience helps us to know and learn how to win.
For someone who's not familiar with Navajo Prep and the setting and the school up here, paint me a picture of what it's like. What's life like at Navajo Prep? The student athletes, what's the daily routine here?
It's tough. It's tough to be a student athlete here. We have the International Baccalaureate program that all the girls participate in their classes. And some of them are residential students, so they stay here on our campus for the 5 days, go home on the weekends. But weekend is not really home. They go home maybe on that Saturday and they come back to school on Sunday, so they don't get a lot of time at home. So one of the great things is it does bring them a little bit closer, being that they're always around each other.
Something that you're very familiar with, this
Yes.
school and the routine. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. We're going to take a little time out. We'll be back with more Game Time after this.
I thought I was pretty tough until I became a father.
Oh, I hate those things.
What do you mean you hate it?
Real toughness is knowing when you need help.
We've all been there. Fried nerves, no sleep. None of us do it alone. If you need help, you've got to ask for it.
We need to fight for our kids' futures. It's up to all of us to make New Mexico the best place to be a kid.
Connect with resources and support at pulltogether.org.
Are you living the life of an athlete? The New Mexico Activities Association brings you Life of an Athlete, a resource for students, educators, and parents to understand the challenges students face. Athletes, did you know one night of drinking will negatively affect your athletic performance for 2 weeks? Or that athletes who drink and do drugs are twice as likely to get injured? Alcohol's effects can reduce a high school athlete's potential by as much as 20 to 30%. Are you living the life of an athlete? Log on to lifeofanathlete.com to find out today. Welcome back to Game Time. We're in Farmington this week at Navajo Prep with the girls basketball team and head coach Rainey Crisp. I'm familiar with basketball in this area and how passionate people are about it. You're a former player, you're from this area. Why are people so passionate and involved and in love with basketball in this area?
It's something that we grew up with. These majority of these girls have been playing since, they could walk and dribble a basketball. The youth basketball leagues and tournaments, they're so big here, so it's a great opportunity to start playing when they're young, and they just grow up just playing the sport.
You played the sport and were very successful at it, at multiple sports here. What made you come back? And is it kind of weird you're looking around coaching in a gym where your name's up on the wall, your photo, your records?
Yeah, it is. But I always knew, you know, when I was in high school that I wanted to come back and coach in this area, you know, because of the passion. It is just so great to just come back to where you graduated from and teach and coach here, and teach the girls the things that I learned in college, you know. So it has been a great opportunity, you know, to make that full circle.
What do you remember most about your career? I mean, you won state titles as a basketball player, on the track as well. What do you remember most about your athletic career at Navajo Prep?
The thing I remember most is, I think, my coaches. You know, my coaches have really pushed me to become the person that I am today, you know. And our former or late coach, Robert Adams, who did a tremendous job with the program here and really built this program to where it is today. You know, I still remember him dancing on the sidelines and, you know, being wild and crazy, Mr. Adams. But, you know, he has really built this program, and that's why I'm so fortunate to come back and to continue that for him.
Do you take a little bit of that? Do you dance on the sidelines? Are you wild and crazy?
I'm not. But, you know, I can see it, and you know, through him, it's great.
2009 was the last time Navajo Prep won a state title. Does this group have what it takes to lift that blue trophy again?
They do. You know, they really do. The thing that I stress more to them is being on that court. You know, you have to have each other's back. You know, and we had our great talks earlier in the season about, you know, what it took, you know, for Navajo Prep to win state championships, and you know, they have it. You know, it's going to be tough. It's a tough road to it, but you know, I think we can do it. Looking
at the signs on the gym and class of 2020, Love Our Seniors, there's 8 numbers up there. That's a pretty experienced, deep bunch you have.
It is, you know, and we actually have 9 on our team, and or 9 seniors altogether in our program. So we have that depth, you know, and I'm very fortunate to have a great starting 5, but I go deep in my bench, you know, and that's one thing that, you know, we come out and we run teams, and when those girls on those starting 5 get tired, we sub another 5 in and keep up that momentum.
All right, well listen, if you make it to the final game, you're playing in the pit and you're lifting the blue trophy at the end, I expect to see a little dancing on the sidelines, okay?
That sounds good.
Good luck, and thanks for joining us, Coach.
Thank you.
Good luck, ladies, the rest of the way. Thank you. We'll be back with more Game Time after this. Do you love sports? Do you want a front row seat for exciting high school sports action in New Mexico? If the answer is yes to either of those questions, then becoming an interscholastic sports official may be right for you. The New Mexico Officials Association is looking for individuals age 15 years or older to serve as officials in 10 different sports. No experience is necessary and training is provided. If you're interested, call 505-923-3110. That's 505-923-3110. Or go to the website nmact.org and click on the Officials tab.
New Mexico Gas Company rebate programs can help you save money and use energy more efficiently. Your furnace is essential for those colder seasons. Natural gas is the best way to heat your home. A natural gas furnace offers exceptionally even heat. It also costs less than most other heating systems. Have a high-efficiency heater or boiler installed by a participating contractor and earn up to a $375 rebate. For more information on New Mexico Gas Company rebate programs, visit nmgco.com.
The challenge is on. Which school can get the most downloads of the NMAA 24/7 app? Take part in the NMAA 24/7 app download challenge presented by Fiesta Auto Group. It could win your school some money. Starting this week through Sunday, March 8th, we want to see which school can get the most downloads of the best tool to follow high school sports. The winning school will receive $1,500. A winner will be announced for a big school division, Class 4A and 5A, and a small school division, Class A through 3A. The winning school in each of the 2 categories will be awarded $1,500 at the NMAA State Basketball Championships. There are some rules. First, you have to download the NMAA 24/7 app and register. It's easy. Download the NMAA 24/7 app at the App Store or Google Play. It's free. And make sure to follow your favorite team at your school. You must follow at least one team under the My Teams section. That way we can count your download. Go to your profile on the app and click edit my teams. It's just that easy. Also, make sure your notifications are turned on. Once you've done that, then tell your friends and family to do the same. The more downloads your school gets, the better your chances are to win. It's the NMAA 24/7 app download challenge presented by Fiesta Auto Group. Good luck, and make sure to let your community know to download the NMAA 24/7 app. It could result in $1,500 for your school. Welcome back to Game Time. Staying on the subject of basketball, the Santa Fe boys basketball team made headlines last year, making it all the way to the state final. They have a good shot of making another run this year, but they're not the only team from the capital city ready to make a run. Don't sleep on the Capital Jaguars. They know a little something about playing in that final game too. The boys basketball team at Capital High School is described by their coach as a small group with a blue-collar mentality.
Just a hard-working, scrappy, small team, but nevertheless, we just go out there and try to do the best we can with what we have and just not make excuses. We just got to go out there and find a way to win, and these guys have done a good job this year. Good job is an accurate assessment. They won 10 of their first 11 games, have a top 10 ranking, and only lost to 2 teams in the first 2.5 months of the season.
We have a fast squad, to be honest. We like to run and try to get each other points. TJ Sanchez is their go-to guy. He recently became the program's all-time leading scorer. It's not hard for head coach Ben Gomez to say something positive about his standout guard. Man, he's exciting, he's quick, he's athletic, understands the game well, passes well. Sometimes he's his own worst critic, but no, he's a fun player to watch, without a doubt. The compliments go both ways, as Sanchez is a big fan of his head coach, who's in his 13th year at Capital.
I feel like he's like a good coach because he's in our schools helping us with like schoolwork and stuff, and at practice like getting on our butts and stuff like that, so he's a really good coach.
Capital hasn't won it all since 2004, but they played in the final 2 of the past 4 years. Once you make it to the playoffs, you need a lot of luck. You can run every play exactly the same. You can get the shot that you want, but if the friggin' ball doesn't want to go in, man, there's nothing you can do about it except we'll play defense. And again, it just takes a lot of luck and just getting hot at the right time. If you can do that, you're going to be okay. We'll see if Capital is going to be okay as this postseason approaches. That's going to do it for this episode of Game Time. Don't forget, we post a new episode every Tuesday. Until next time, here's your meme of the week.